What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video we're here with another tier list, and we've got the most likable fighters in the UFC, or just a tier list of the likability of fighters in terms of how much or how easy it is to like them, or how nice they come across, how friendly they are, how much people like them overall. Enough rambling, you know what it is. We've got 5 different tiers ranging from no enemies all the way down to why you a fan, for the people that just are not likable whatsoever. But let's get started. First fighter is Alexander Volkanovski. I'm going to put him in why would you hate him, because to be honest, I know there are a few Volkanovski haters. They're just retarded individuals. Let's keep it how it is. We know that's just what's going on. If you hate Volkanovski, you're just mentally challenged. But apart from that, how can you hate this guy? I don't think anyone passionately dislikes this guy. Majority of the fan base respects him, likes him. He's a funny dude. He's a great was a great champion. He still is a great fighter, and he's still a great representative for the sport. So no one really hates Volk, in my opinion. And if you do, then just kill yourself. We move on to another fighter. Leon Edwards is the next fighter, and I'm going to put him in mixed opinions. Personally, I like Leon Edwards. I'm not a massive fan. I'm not a Mario Rios who's, just nightly edging to Leon Edwards and his physique. But of course, I do acknowledge that there are some major Leon fans, there are some Leon glazers, and there are also some Leon haters that just can't stand the guy and want to see him get KO'd. So there are some people that hate Leon, there are some people that love him. I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm pretty indifferent about him. I kind of like him. I think he's kind of funny, kind of relatable. But we move on to another fighter. Chris Curtis, he's going to go in dislikable. I'm not going to put him in why are you a fan, because I like Chris Curtis in terms of his fighting style. He's got a pretty fun fighting style, and he is sometimes funny at moments, but also sometimes this guy is just unbelievably annoying. He just won't stop whinging. He wants to be the center of attention, I swear to God. Imava versus Delids is happening, and then he just starts screaming at him like, bro, calm down. Your fucking teammate is fighting the guy. Why are you trying to start beef? We know he was tuning you up before a fucking clash of heads, and then you just didn't want to fight. So that's unfortunate for you, but this guy just does be complaining about a whole lot of shit. He gets mad at anyone booing his fight. Bro, you were literally just light sparring with Marc-Andre Barriault. Don't get mad when the fans fucking get a little restless. So Chris Curtis, I'm going to chuck him in dislikable. If you are a fan of this guy, I can't blame you. It's not like I'm like, whoa, why would you be a Chris Curtis fan? He's a pretty cool dude, but he do be complaining a whole lot. So we move on to another fighter. Sean O'Malley. He's going to go in, why are you a fan? Look, don't come at me and say he's a great fighter, he's a fun fighter. I know, that's not what this video is about. This is not a most boring or most exciting fighters tier list. This is a most likable fighters tier list in terms of the personality of the fighter. Purely personality, I don't know how you like Sean O'Malley. He is literally TikTok modern day influencers personified as a fucking MMA fighter. It's cringe. He's got no charisma. He's got no personality. He stands there, sits there at a press conference. It's like, Ilia's got a size 6.5 shoe. It's like, shut up. You look like a retard. And also, fucking rein in your girl. She's fucking too many other blokes on Tinder. So pull her in. Get that shit sorted. We move on to another fighter. The next fighter is Diego Lopez. Of course, he's going in no enemies. Who hates this guy? Who doesn't like my guy Diego Lopez? I was about to say who doesn't like my, you know the word. I was about to say that, but I reined myself in. But who doesn't like my guy Diego Lopez? He do just be chilling with everyone. He's cool with the Mexican cartels. He's cool with every single group on the planet that usually has an issue with people. This guy is in communication with multiple terrorist organizations, and he's just chilling. He just messages them. He's on a first name basis with literally everyone on the planet. He's just a friendly dude, and I don't know how you couldn't like this guy. So big ups Diego Lopez, love you. Pause. No homo. Or maybe homo, I don't know. We move on to another fighter. Jamal, the salty man Hill, is going in dislikable. Look, if you are a fan of this guy, I guess I could somewhat understand it. He does have an attitude that a lot of people probably relate to, just fucking hating everyone. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say that's me, but I don't hate everyone. I just hate people that deserve to be hated. But Jamal Hill do just be getting fucking salty about everything. You come at this guy, you tell him, Jamal, sorry man, right now, technically, you aren't the light heavyweight champion. And he'll just be like, no, you're wrong. It's like, bro, it's on the UFC page. Statistically, it's like, shut up. You're not the champion. You're not the GOAT of the sport. You're not the best striker to ever fucking live. Just settle down, mate. win a few fights, win more than a fight against Glover Teixeira, who's 44 fucking years of age, and then we can maybe start, bumping you up in those conversations. But calm down. You're not the number one pound for pound guy of beating a fucking retired Brazilian. Just settle down, big fella, and stop tearing your Achilles because you're fat playing basketball. So we move on to another fighter. Ilia Topuria. I'm going to chuck him in mixed opinions because, look, I'm getting around to him in terms of, fighting-wise. He's a sick fighter style-wise. And, the confidence, the cockiness, personality, the vibes are kind of good. You kind of can get around it. But Topuria, man, I don't know, just something about him still just fucking annoying me. And I know a lot of people don't like the guy. So, yeah, fighting-wise, phenomenal. But at least he's got personality. O'Malley's just got the fucking personality of a fucking wall. But Ilia, at least he's got personality. He's got some swag behind him. But I don't know, something about him just fucking pisses me off. We move on to another fighter. Edson Barboza is the next fighter. How can you not like this guy? How can you hate this man, Edson Barboza? He do just be chilling. He's cool on the block. All my Crips and my Bloods in the comments, let me know. You guys are chill with Barboza. No one hates this guy. He's vibing. If you do hate him, I'd be curious to know why. I just don't know. He's done nothing wrong. He's just a friendly dude. He's a nice Brazilian man. And he's probably on steroids. And we can get behind it because he's just sick and he has good fights. We move on to another fighter. Ian Cucciardo Gary. You got to put him in How Are You a Fan, because I'm not going to talk about him for too long. He's basically been featured in every video in a negative context, so we know how it is with Ian Gary. Apart from MMA Joey, I don't think this guy has a single fan on the planet, and Joe Rogan, who glazes him on commentary. But yeah, MMA Joey, he loves the cuck lifestyle. He's all about that Ian Gary lifestyle. And apart from that, I just don't know how you can be a fan of him unless you're MMA Joey, which is understandable because he's just got a sad existence. We move on to another fighter. Bogdan Gusov, bro. Everyone's chill with my guy Bogdan. He's chill on the streets. He rolls with the block. Who doesn't like my guy Bogdan? He's just a chill dude. He's friendly with everyone, including his doppelganger Anthony Smith. He's just a likable guy. He just looks funny. He's cool. He has a sick fighting style. And yeah, I actually think he's got some personality. So my guy Bogdan, he's in everyone's good books. I don't know why you wouldn't like this guy. We move on to another fighter. Belal, remember the Plains Muhammad. I'm going to keep using that joke. I don't care. I've said it in every video. It's still funny, deal with it. But Belal Muhammad, look, the guy's done nothing wrong. But who likes him? No one. And if you do, you're fucking weird. So yeah, Belal Muhammad, I don't know, realistically, all he's really done is just be a boring fighter and be kind of cringy on the mic. But yeah, it's just funny. It's like an ongoing thing. I feel like everyone in the community just hates Belal, but they all kind of know deep down there really ain't a reason to hate him. They just hate him anyway because it's funny. So yeah, Belal, he's just like the scapegoat of the fucking hatred MMA. Anytime you just got to rant about something, anytime you want to blame something on a fighter, it's fucking Belal's fault, bro. Let's be honest. UFC 300 being mid, it's all Belal's fault, even though 300's good, but realistically, anything, it's just Belal's fault. So yeah, we move on to another fighter. Aljamain, the fake master Sterling. I'm gonna chuck him in dislikable, because this guy, look, he's not a hateable dude, to be honest. Again, he's done really not much wrong. He faked the knee, he took the DQ against Jan. People didn't like him for that, but he beat Jan fair and square in the rematch. Beat Cejudo, beat Dillashaw, won him. He kind of just had a bit of a fluky run, split decision city, all of that. Had fucking, how many, 2 or 3? 2 split decisions and then an injured TJ Dillashaw and a DQ was the whole timeline of Aljamain Sterling's title reign. But still, he's actually a pretty decent fighter, in terms of personality-wise. He does offer it up. He did play into it. He didn't try and just be cringy about, he kind of did, but, he realized people hated him. He's like, fuck it, I'll just go with it. He didn't whinge about it like Ian Gay didn't bitch about it. He's just like, fuck it. Oh, but I do think he's a nice guy. So, Aljo, he's growing on me. But not quite as much as Marab, who will be featured shortly. We move on, though, to another fighter. Sean Strickland. Of course, okay, this is where we're going to get some dispute in the comments, I'm sure. I'm going to put him in mixed opinions. Now, let the record reflect. I like Sean Strickland. I think he's a great personality. He's a great fighter, and I think he's a cool guy. But, of course, I can't go ahead and say no enemies or how can you hate this guy, because there are definitely causes for certain type of people, the AK Lees of the world, the infections of the world, as Sean Strickland will call them. There are obviously people that do not like Sean Strickland. Like, he's set himself up in a way where he's not this, like, fan friend, or, like, he's not like this, everyone loves him, he's awesome, he's just a friendly dude. Like, he's a controversial figure, we know how it is, but I think me and most of the people watching this video probably like Sean Strickland. But we move on to another fighter. My guy Bobby Whittaker, Robert Whittaker. I don't know what I was going with there, but who doesn't like my guy Bobby Whittaker? He's awesome. I'm gonna chuck him in. How could you hate him? Because look, he doesn't have no enemies. Obviously, the Izzy fans still just gonna be annoying about it. Don't like him. There are a few people out there that don't like Whittaker for whatever reason. I don't know what he's done, but again, there's people that have just done nothing and people hate them. So, like, I hate people that have done nothing wrong too. But Whittaker's just a nice guy. He's a friendly dude. He's a family man, and he's a fun fighter. So I don't know how you couldn't like him. We move on to another fighter. Hi, Tuivasa. He's gonna go in no enemies. How can you not like Bam Bam, man? I don't think anyone doesn't, to be honest. Like, there might be a couple random people here and there like, oh, he does shoeies. That's disgusting. There will be some weirdos that just, like, don't like him, or that take things too seriously, and they're like, oh, he's not good. It's like, yeah, we know he's not a good fighter. Like, he's just fun, and he does shoeies, and he occasionally KOs people, and then loses to anyone with skill. But that's what we like Ty, man. He's just there to have fun. He's just there to throw down, and he's down to clown. So who doesn't like Tai Tuivasa? We move on to another fighter. Charlie do Bronx. I big champion. I big support. Thank you so much. Who doesn't like Charles Oliveira, man? Look, I'm going to put him in How Could You Hate Him. I can't go no enemies because obviously the Cliff Dwellers out there, the Makhachev fans, just feel the need to fucking comment a gif of Makhachev doing his little, like, hand signal, his little hamdulillah signal. They just, anytime Oliveira fucking posts or someone makes an edit of Oliveira or anything like that, they're first to the fucking comments just with their little Makhachev gifs. So there are some Oliveira haters out there because they're just sad individuals. But apart from that, anyone with a life and anyone that has fun with their existence is a big fan of my guy Charlie O. So we move on to another fighter. Paddy Pimblett. I'll tell you what, lad, I'm a fucking dickhead and no one fucking likes me. Yeah, damn right, Paddy, mate. No one fucking likes you, and if they do, they're stupid. How could you like Paddy, man? I don't know. Like, I guess some people like him, they find it funny, they like the accent or something, but, like, he's not a good fighter. But I've established this list isn't on fighting style, whatever, but, like, he's not a good fighter. Trash talk wise, he just calls people sausages and mutts and stuff. He's like, you're fucking sausage. Like, it just kind of gets old. He just, like, he makes up some random shit. I don't like hearing him speak. And then apart from that, he's just a bit annoying, and, like, the whole Helwani shit. Like, I don't like Helwani, but I don't know, he was a bit retarded there. So, yeah, Paddy just doesn't seem like the best guy, to be honest with you. He just showed up, to be honest with you. I don't even know the guy. But we move on to another fighter. John Jones. I beat you after a weekend of cocaine. With Jonathan Jones, I'm gonna chuck him in dislikable, to be honest with you. I don't even know the guy. I just had to, anytime I say that, I just have to go to the Connor impression. But Jonathan Jones, not, like, there are definitely some fans of John Jones. Obviously, there are the people that just latch on to, like, the GOAT of the sport, and they're like, oh, I'm a fan of the GOAT of the sport. Like, yeah, of course I'm a fan of the UFC. I like John Jones. It's like, they don't kind of realize that John Jones just ain't, like, if you're a real fan, you just kind of ain't a fan of Jones. Like, you respect him in terms of his skill, but in terms of liking them as a person and shit, I don't know. Jones just doesn't do it for me. I'm not the type to go home after a hard day and throw some spinning elbows on me missus. But Jones, he is that type of guy. So there definitely is an audience for that. It's not me, and I hope it's not you guys in the comments, though. Let me know. Maybe you tone it back a bit. No spinning elbows. Maybe just do the Neil Magny approach. Just clinch him up against the fence. Just throw some knees to the calves. But yeah, we're going to move on to another fighter. Marab Dvalishvili. I'm going to put him in mixed opinions, because I actually like Marab. He's coming around to me. He's actually becoming, I'm not going to say one of my favourite fighters, but definitely a guy that I want to see win. Like, I want to see him beat O'Malley. I want to see him beat Cheeto, to be honest with you. To be honest, I don't even know to go. Sorry, I have to keep doing that. Yeah, but, like, apart from, like, Sandhagen and Song Yadong, I'd say Marab's my third favourite bantamweight. Maybe I'm missing someone, but yeah, I like Marab, man. He's a funny dude. Personality-wise, he's great. he's getting more likable in terms of, obviously, I'm not going to say that you're like a casual if you don't like the fighting style, but at the same time, he's actually a pretty fun fighter. Like, the Cejudo fight was fun, the Jan fight was fun, the only fight that really wasn't fun was Aldo, but like the Moraes fight was sick. So this guy's only had one stinker, and it was more just because Jose Aldo didn't want to like try and get off the that was almost like, you guys can call it Marab's fault, but like Aldo should have kind of like moved. Like, you can fucking try to put some effort in and get off the fence. If you're pretending to yawn and stuff and like, oh, this guy's doing nothing, do something, because you've done nothing the whole fight. So I don't know. I'm going to look at that, and it might be an unpopular opinion. I know everyone hates Marab for that Aldo fight because it ended up being his retirement. But it's not like Marab like brutally KO'd Aldo. Like, Aldo could have fucking fought again. He could have chose to fight literally like 4 months later in Rio. So I don't know. I just think the Marab hate is kind of unwarranted. MMA Guru just copes because his fucking boyfriend Peter Yan got dominated, but that's tough luck. We move on to another fighter. Alessandro Pantoja. I'm going to put him in no enemies, man, because let's be honest, does anyone hate this guy? Like, I guess if you're one of the retarded Mexicans that thought Moreno won their fight recently at UFC, what was it, 290 or whatever, just those retards that it was like, yeah, the 4-1 Moreno was a warranted scorecard. Like, shut up. But yeah, apart from the dumb Mexicans, I think everyone with a brain and everyone that is actually just a normal person is a big fan of Pantoja. Or even if they're not a big fan, in terms of the no enemies category, it's not like everyone's favorite fighter, but it's just someone that no one really dislikes. No one's like happy to see him lose. No, like, everyone's just, they like seeing them succeed. The speech after his fight was awesome. And Pantoja, man, he's just a Chad, you know, holding up the 5-0, just letting everyone know that he owns the flyweight division. Currently has 8 wins over top 15 flyweights. That's more than literally anyone else in the any other champion right now, by a fair margin too. Makhachev's the only one that comes close, and 2 of his wins are fucking... One of his wins was Arman Tsarukyan ages ago, so it wasn't a ranked fight when he beat him. And then, what else? Like, Bobby Green, and then on short notice, and then Drew Dober. Like, a lot of Makhachevs aren't the same quality, but like, fucking... Pantoja's got 5 combined wins over the top 2 ranked flyweights. And then he's also beat Cap, he's beat Schnell, he's beat Perez... Yeah, like, and he's probably going to fight Makaev or someone else soon, beat them too. So, Pantoja, man, he's awesome. He's a great representative of the sport. And, yeah, I don't know how you can't like this guy. We move on, though, to another fighter. Juliana Pena, she's going straight into why are you a fan? I could go into heavy detail, and I will go into heavy detail. I hate this bitch so much. You know, I'm going to abandon the heavy detail. If you guys leave a comment, and I'll leave a whole paragraph explaining why I hate Juliana Pena, but I think I don't really need to. I think everyone kind of gets it. Juliana Pena hate is well warranted and widely spread amongst the MMA community. She's just an extremely unlikable person. Like, she's actually unbearable. I don't know how the fuck you can like her as a fighter, as a person, anything like that. She's the most cringe fucking person to listen to out of any female fighter, and up there in terms of all fighters. So yeah, I'm going to stop there before I end up going on a fucking 20-minute rant and this video extends past 30 minutes. We move on to another fighter. Khamzat Chimaev. He's going in dislikable. Look, so if I ask you guys the question, here's just something a little bit off topic, but if I ask you the question, what word or words do you think you said the most in the year 2023? Every single word that came out of your mouth, which one do you think was used the most? It was probably something like the, or and, or a, or me, or they, whatever. Any of that. For Khamzat Chimaev, the 3 words are see you soon, in that order. It's the only fucking thing he said for the entire year. This guy won't shut up. Literally, Pantoja wins the belt. See you soon. I'll cut to 125. Like, oh my god, this guy won't stop talking, and it's extended into 2024 as well. I swear to god, this guy has made more call-outs and more see you soon tweets than he has had actual contests in a fucking octagon. Like, this guy was super active. It was all this hype behind him, and then, brother, I have COVID, I need to take time off. Like, oh my god, fight school burns. You know, I wait for title shot. I call out light heavyweight champ. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Fight in the cage in your own division. I miss weight by 9 pounds, brother. I must go up to middleweight. And then, alright, cool, Hamza, go up to middleweight. Fight Paulo Costa. If you win that, you could maybe get a title shot. Brother, I beat Kamaru Usman. Where is my title shot? Khamzat, he's an unranked middleweight. He's ranked at welterweight. Okay, brother, I go back down. I fight Leon Edwards. But no, I cannot fight Leon. It's Ramadan. Like, what are you doing? I hate this guy now, man. Like, this guy's gonna be like a big casual fan guy. Like, all the casuals like him, but I don't know, man. This guy's slowly becoming one of my least favorite fighters in terms of just he annoys me. Like, fair play. He's got the fucking aura. He's got the, like, he brings energy to the cage. Like, you're hyped up for a Khamzat fight, but this guy's pissing me off. He's like, Dana promised me my title shot. Where is it, brother? You're ranked number 11. You don't get a title shot off not having a ranked win in the division that you're trying to get a title shot in. I'd actually be more okay with you fighting Leon for the belt, because at least you've got wins over Usman and Gilbert Burns and Kevin Holland. So you've got wins over 3 ranked welterweights. So yeah, if you can fucking be disciplined with your career as a professional athlete, then you can cut to 170 and get a title shot there. And I would actually be like, sweet, that's reasonable. You've got 2 top 5 wins and another guy in the rankings. But no, brother, I need middleweight title shot because I'm fat and overweight and I can't stay healthy. So yeah, Khamzat, just shut up. I hate you. We move on to another fighter. Fuck, that was a rant and a half. Who's next? Kevin Holland. We're going to move through some of these quickly because I've gone on too long with some of these fighters. I'm going to chuck him in our mixed opinions. Look, I don't mind Holland. He's a fun fighter, but he's got the copium out a little bit. Like, he do be coping a whole lot, saying like, oh, like he tries to like kind of make it seem like he doesn't care. It seems a bit annoying. Like, I like his BMF attitude though. He'll fight anyone, anywhere, anytime, whatever all that. So yeah, Holland, I like him for the most part. He's not like my favourite fighter, but there are a few guys that don't like Holland, and I get it. He can rub you up the wrong way. He's a bit of a conflicting personality, but just in terms of his attitude, I like him. We move on to another fighter. Sharma. Pereira. No enemies. No. I'm going to put him in why would you hate them? Because, look, there are obviously the Adesanya fans, the Dog Bender fans that, for some reason, are just like, man, Izzy owns Pereira. He got the last laugh. You KO'd him. It's like, yeah, we're going to act like the other fucking 3 wins didn't happen. So, yeah, there are some copium-induced Izzy fans that don't like Pereira, but apart from that, this guy is widely loved by the entire fan base. So, yeah, he's going to go in second from the top tier. We move on to another fighter. Zhang Weili. I'm not going to talk about her for too long. She's going to go on no enemies as well. No enemies, yeah, not as well. But yeah, she's going in no enemies. I don't think anyone dislikes Zhang Weili. And, you know, I wanted to be inclusive of the women. So I got one right down the bottom because Pena's annoying as fuck. And then I got one right up the top. So we're going to go 2 ends of the spectrum, but we don't need to fill in the gaps with the WMMA fighters. But Weili's just cool. She's a great fighter. She's a great champion. And she's just chill with everyone. We move on to another fighter. Guys, listen, you guys. I promise I'm better than my you guys. I'm still in my prime, guys. I'm Triple C, guys. I'm 37 years of age, guys, but I'm gonna win the belt back. Guys, listen to me, please. Fucking Henry Cejudo, just get in dislikable and get the fuck off my screen. We move on to another. I hate this guy. So I don't hate him, but fucking hell, Cejudo, man. Yeah, it's just copium-induced midget Henry Cejudo. Yeah, 5'4" at least. We move on to another fighter. Israel Adesanya's going in. Why are you a fan? You know, I only touched my dog's willy as a joke. I only flicked it a little bit. It wasn't even that much. Trust. Adesanya, I don't know how you can be a fan of this guy. Look, again, he's got some flashy knockouts. He grows a boob, so maybe you're into that. I don't know. But apart from that, what does this guy have to offer? In terms of most of his fights, he's got a whole lot of leg kicks to offer, and a whole lot of feints. And then in terms of his personality, he's going to crumble like the Twin Towers. Trust. So yeah, it's the part of my anime storyline. This is the part where I get humiliated and no one likes me anymore. Trust. But yeah, Adesanya, I don't know. Just, he'll always be a source of memes and funny impressions. But apart from that, I just don't like the guy to be. I just showed up to be. I don't even know the guy. We move on to another fighter. Renato Moicano. Moicano wants money. I'm going to put him in mixed opinions. Look, I like him, but there are a few people that don't like him. I could see why some people wouldn't. He can be, he's funny, but at times it does get a bit cringe. So, yeah, I'm not going to talk about Money Moik for too long. He's a good guy overall. We move on to another fighter. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, pero I promise, man, I will be there one day. I can't make that actually hurt my throat. I can't make my voice go that high. Brandon Moreno, I'm gonna chuck him obviously in why would you hate him? Because look, I don't think he does have no enemies. I do think there are some Figueiredo enjoyers out there that just hate the guy. There are some people that just do not like Brandon Moreno. But apart from that, I think most people kind of like him as a fighter. Even if he's not your number one favorite guy. I do think everyone just he's chill with everyone, you know. We move on to another fighter, Yuri Prohaska. I'm gonna chuck him in no enemies, because let's be honest, who doesn't like this guy? I swear he's just chill with everyone. I live by the samurai code, and we a great deal of respect for opponent. Yuri Prohaska is just a chill guy, you know. Everyone likes this man. He's just a friendly fella. And he's an honourable guy, so I don't know why you would not like Yuri Prohaska. We move on to another fighter, Arman Tsarukyan. I hate this guy so much. I'm putting in why you a fan, because look, unless you're a fucking Armenian patriot or nationalist or some shit, or you're just an inbred cliff dweller, if you're just like a normal dude, just living in the Western world, like living in America, Australia, or the UK, or anything like that, if you're not Armenian, genuinely, why do you like this guy? Like, I mean, you can respect him as a good fighter, but this guy's personality pisses me off. He's just a cunt. And it's not even like he's, like, funny or he's controversial or edgy or something like that or trash talking. He's just a dickhead. Like, it seems like either he's really like that and he's just a piece of shit, or he's just trying to be, like, edgy and trying to, like, have some moments or something, and then he just ends up coming across as a fucking nonce and a retard. So, fuck Arman Tsarukyan. Hate you. We move on to another fighter. Colby Covington is going in dislikable. Look, I know there are a bunch of people that do like him, so it could have gone in mixed opinions, but recently I think the Covington stock has dropped. MyBookie.ag, and where you can win big. America's Champ is back with America's Pick of the Week, and here are the hookers that I paid $12.99 for, but I can't afford anymore. Yeah, fucking Colby Covington, he's just cringe at this point. Like, I don't like him anymore. I never really liked him, but, like, I don't think anyone really... Why would you like Colby now? I actually genuinely, if you were a big Colby fan, if you genuinely think he's, like, actually into politics and he's across all of that shit and you're like, oh yeah, I agree with all the stuff he's saying. Like, cool, you can agree with what he's saying, but I don't think Colby knows fucking shit about politics. He latched onto Trump so that he could maybe gather an audience, which is what he did, but now this guy just comes across as cringe, annoying, and now he doesn't pay for the fucking hookers to stand next to him in his video because he's broke. So yeah, we move on to another fighter. Islam Makhachev is going in mixed opinions. Look, I don't really like him because he's inbred and Dagestani, and, you know, we don't like those people. But apart from that, in terms of just personality-wise, he does offer a bit. He's kind of funny, but his trash talk, I mean, it's not really trash talk. It's more just kind of like, what's the word for it? Fucking condescending. Like, he's kind of like talking, you don't speak English, nobody understands you. Like, it's like the kind of annoyingly, like, it's not that funny, but his voice is kind of funny because he's, like, you know, a bit retarded. So anytime he's like, brother, you not take me down, you go no wrestling in Australia. So, like, you ended up almost losing the fight, but... like, it is kind of funny when he talks. I'll give him credit. So, Islam, I'll chuck him in mixed opinions. At this point, though, I dislike Khamzat more than him, because at least Islam doesn't just yap constantly and just makes retarded statements. So, we move on to another fighter. Gilbert Burns. How could you not like my guy Gilbert, bro? I'm chucking him in, how could you not hate him? Because, look, there are some people, for some reason, that don't like him. I don't know why. I think Bedtime MMA has an issue with Gilbert Burns. Maybe he just doesn't like people... like, because he's a Belal fan. I don't know, but if for some reason he sees this video, correct me if I'm wrong, but it just does, Bedtime, it seems like you don't like Gilbert Burns. But if I'm mistaken, my bad. But there are a couple people that don't like Burns here and there, but I think for the most part, this guy's a BMF of our hearts, you know, he's a true Brazilian Chad. He's the Porra warrior. And yeah, he takes on anyone. He fight fucking Khamzat when he was number 3 and Khamzat was like number 11. He's now like number 4 or 5. He's fighting Della, who's like number 11. This guy just do be fighting anyone, anytime. So I respect it. And he's just a cool guy. He's a family man. He's a friendly fella. And yeah, he just seems like he's invited to the barbecue every weekend. Like, he's just chill with the whole Brazilian crew. So we move on to another fighter. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. He's going to go in no enemies. Because look, I don't think this guy's like top 5 on anyone's favorite fighters, or top 10. Maybe a few people love him. Like, he's a great fighter, great striker, but I think just for the most part, the no enemies tier is not in terms of like who's the favorite fighter of people, because a lot of the times the people that is one person's favorite fighter is another's least favorite. But Stephen Thompson and a bunch of the other guys in that top tier are just like, they're not many people's favorite fighter, but they're just, no one hates them, no one dislikes them. I don't know anyone that dislikes Wonderboy. He's a chill motherfucker. So yeah, that's it, guys. So that is the video done. Hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, like, subscribe, all that shit. Let me know if you agree with my picks in the comments. What other videos you guys want to see? Subscribe, like, comment, follow my Instagram, Left Lane MMA, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Just showed up. I don't even know any guy, to be honest with you.